Today I'm going to be making homemade toaster strudels. Lisa suggested this to me, and so I went out and I found a recipe for homemade toaster strudels. And so this is what you need for just the first part, and then you need other things for the icing on top. But I'm just going to show you what you need for the first part, the main ingredients right now to make the actual toaster strudels. You need 2 sheets of puff pastry. You need 2/3 cup of jam. You can use any kind of jam you want, blueberry, strawberry, raspberry, whatever. 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, 1 large egg, and 1 tablespoon of water. So you preheat your oven to 400 degrees. You line a baking sheet with parchment paper. And you place 1 sheet of puff pastry, and you're going to cut it into 6 rectangles. So I'm going to cut mine once down the middle. And I have my other one in the refrigerator while I'm working with this one. So you're going to actually get 6 toaster strudels. And now I'm just cutting right along the lines that where the puff pastry was folded. It's folded in the box when you buy it, so it has these natural lines. And so I'm just really following those natural lines, and then I cut it once down the middle. So then, once you've done this, you want to, you have a small bowl, and you want to whisk together your cornstarch and your jam. So I have my jam here, and my cornstarch. Okay, that was pretty easy. And when you whisk it, it also gets some of those, a little bit of the clumps out of the jam. So now you need 1.5 tablespoons. So I have a 1/2 tablespoon here. So I'm going to use 3 of these onto 3 of these. So there's 1, and you want to leave some room around the edges. That's quite a bit right there.
I don't know if I put too much more.
This one I only put 1 tablespoon. So this one's a bigger one, the one in the middle, your piece in the middle. So I actually got the 1.5. For the other 2, I can put a little bit more. I'm afraid to put too much though, because it spreads out, and see how it's going to the edge. So in another bowl, you take your egg. Oop, there's some shell in there. That would be my fault. Let me get that out real quick. Tammy can't crack an egg. And water. And you just want to mix that up. And then you want to take your finger, and you want to go around the edge of each one of these like this. I'm assuming this is to help, it's going to help form a seal around these. And now you want to put the tops on like this. And then you're going to pinch around the edges. So, well, like this. You just want to seal it in to where, move this over here. You want to seal it to where your jam doesn't run out everywhere, like that. I'll scoot this one over. And see, my jam's already on the edge of this one, so. And like this. So I think, it said 1.5. I think 1.5 is too much. I would only put 1 next time. Okay, now I want to transfer these over. Like this. And then you're going to brush the tops with your egg mixture. And then these are going to bake for 20 minutes. So I'm going to actually get the other puff pastry out and do the other 3. I'm going to do the exact same thing to those that I did to this, and then we'll be back. So this is for your icing. You need 1.5 tablespoons of salted butter melted, 1 cup of powdered sugar. You need 1.5 tablespoons of milk. And then in this same bowl, I have a 1/4 teaspoon vanilla and 1/8 of a teaspoon of almond extract. So now we want to whisk everything together. All of these, we're just going to combine them in this bowl. I'm going to combine them with my powdered sugar. And that looks perfect to me. That made perfect icing to go on top of the toaster strudel. So when they come out, we'll be ready. Okay, so this is that first 3 out of the oven, and this is crazy how big they are. I mean, they're like gigantic. I mean, here's my hand, and these are like gigantic toaster strudels. So hopefully they'll have enough filling in them. So what you want to do now is you want to let them cool off just a little bit, not too long, but you don't want them scalding hot. And then we will put our icing sugar over the top. So I've only had them here for maybe 3 minutes or so. So I'm gonna use my whisk, and I'm just gonna drizzle this on top just like this. And you can put as much or as little as you want, but I like to use a lot. Well, and you know how much you get in a packet, you know, of toaster strudels. So that looks really good to me. So so now I'm gonna cut one in half. Let's cut one in half and see what it looks like. Which one should we cut in half? This one?
Get that big one.
The big one?
Get the big flakes.
Okay, let's see. So where's the raspberry? Yeah, there it is. That looks really good. So now we'll try it. Okay, I can't wait to dig into this.
It looks really good. It
does look really good.
Oh, you're just gonna pick it up. Very sticky.
That filling is hot too.
It is. It's good. Well, not too bad, but
I like the big difference in the icing is the almond. Because toaster strudels, traditional Pillsbury toaster strudels, I don't get that almond flavor with it at all. And this has it. I like it.
I like these a lot. They're it's a really good flavor of the puff pastry, and the filling, whatever filling you want, it would be really strong. There's enough in there to taste. And that icing is honestly, that icing is so good that you could use that icing on anything. I mean, I would put that on a donut. I would put that. I mean, I would put that on anything. So really, really, really good.
And I don't think there are that many calories probably, because the jam is not that many calories. And I mean, you're probably going to get a little from that icing, but
And the puff pastry.
Yeah, the puff pastry isn't that bad on calories. It really isn't. So thank you, Lisa, for giving us the suggestion to make our own toaster strudels.
Okay.
I really appreciate it. And let me know if you all end up making your own. And thanks for watching.